Yo, yo, yo. What's up guys? Good morning. So ngayon, nandito kami sa Glacier Bay ulit. Mayroon pa kaming last na Glacier Bay. Tapos yun, tatawid na kami ng LA. After so ngayon, scenic view tayo, sightseeing.
And it's part of a larger story called the Little Ice Age. Many of you have heard of the last Great Ice Age,
So,
which produced glaciers and ice sheets that stretched all the way down to the area around the Great Lakes.
Mga bulubundukin dyan na makikita natin walang yelo, puro bato siya. Ayan.
On a sheet of ice at that time.
Bato yung mga ano niya, paligid.
There was a smaller and
Dito sa unahan yan. Yan na yung College Fjord.
From the 1300s until the mid-1800s.
Papansin natin sa taas, may mga yelo pa sa ibabaw.
At that time, temperatures were slightly cooler across this part of the world, and more precipitation fell as snow.
Mga icebergs na mga nabasag na.
As more snow fell in the Fairweather Mountains, our glaciers grew in size. And in the 1700s, the Great Glacier started to surge forward downhill under its own weight and began filling the entire bay with a river of ice.
Doon tayo sa kabila.
By 1750, the massive glacier had reached its furthest extent far to our south in Icy Strait. This little ice age arrived on the scene quickly, but the grand glacier that scoured the landscape could not withstand the warmer ocean water to the south and started rapidly retreating back into Glacier Bay.
Pagkita natin wala ng yelo, ay itsura niya, bato talaga.
Now you have to travel 65 miles up the bay to meet tidewater glaciers. But these glaciers are but a fleeting memory of their past.
Yun.
This is a special place that ebbs and flows on a grand scale.
Talagang bato siya.
At least 4 times in the past 5,000 years, glaciers have advanced and retreated in what we now call Glacier Bay. Will these glaciers advance again? Or will they retreat into the mountains, leaving behind just a bay? Generations of people have seen the glaciers come and go. How will Glacier Bay change in your lifetime?
Dito parte sa kaliwa ko, ayan, kikita natin yung mga bato, kulay gray. Tapos dito may mga kulay brown. may mga yelo pa. Pag puro yelo nakapalibot dyan, pag buwan ng May, yan, puro yelo makikita dyan. Yung pagkatapos ng winter season, ayan. Tapos may mga halaman na mga kukonti. Maganda doon, nakita rin natin kung yung mga pinagtunawan ng yelo, yung talagang bundok niya puro ano siya, bato. Tapos dito sa unahan niya may mga konting buhangin, yan na yung mga nanggagaling sa taas ng mga nahuhulog. Ganda pagmasdan na syempre nakikita mo rin na yung pinagtunawan ng yelo, kita mo rin yung mga bundok.
Glaciers support the American way of life. Almost every American
Port side tayo. Kasi doon makikita natin yung
even if you've never seen one. Many of you have traveled to see landscapes with active glaciers, such as Mount Rainier in Washington State, or Glacier National Park in Montana, or right here in Glacier Bay. Others have traveled to see places shaped by glaciers long ago, such as the Yosemite Valley in California, Acadia National Park in Maine, or the Great Lakes. But glaciers are good for more than just their scenic grandeur. They have long provided us goods and services. If you've ever fly fished in the Rocky Mountains, you've interacted with fish that rely on cool water, released by glaciers and melting snow high in the mountains. If you live in Seattle, Washington, or Portland, Oregon, you've enjoyed hydroelectric power and drinking water, supplemented by glacial meltwater. And if you live in New York City, Los Angeles, Miami, or any city close to a coastline, you have glaciers to thank for keeping your community from being flooded. Glaciers are reservoirs holding back water. They store almost 70% of the world's fresh water. If all the glaciers on Earth melted, sea level would rise over 200 feet, and every coastal city would be catastrophically flooded. Across the world, glaciers are decreasing in size and in number in response to environmental change. This change is already affecting our relationships with agriculture, hydropower, tourism, and biological communities. Glaciers in Glacier Bay formed the scenery as you see it today, creating a landscape for a variety of animals and plants to survive and thrive in, and for humans to enjoy, to study, and to connect with. But these relationships are changing as our glaciers shrink in size and in number. If glaciers shrink to the point where they aren't visible from cruise ships, people may not feel inspired or motivated to come to Glacier Bay and see these remarkable relationships for themselves. Only time will tell how the world will adapt to the sea of change. How will changing glaciers impact your life?
Grabe! Napakaganda. Dito di gaano malamig dahil natapat tayo ng sikat ng araw. Ayan. Natapat tayo ng sikat ng araw kaya hindi gaano dito malamig. Yan ang makikita natin mga puti na yan. Yan. Puro yelo yan, mga nabibiyak, natutunaw. Yan, parting ibabaw, meron pang mga ice dun sa taas. Tapos dito meron din. Yan. Sarap ng sikat ng araw dito. Sa kabilang side, napakalamig doon sa starboard. Yan. Palapit na tayo ng palapit doon sa College Fjord. Good morning. morning, sir.
Good morning.
O, diba? Napapawaw yung isang pasahero na nakita niya to. Diba? Kahit sino ba naman eh, talagang mapapawaw ka sa ganda dito. Lalo na dyan.
As we near the Johns Hopkins Glacier, you may notice some changes in our surroundings. Something is different about the water here. The water in this part of the bay is cloudier and milkier. This water is filled with glacial flour. As the glaciers move their way down the valleys, they grind against the bedrock beneath them and to their sides. As they grind away at the rock like a sandpaper, the glacier generates tiny particles of sediment, even smaller than sand. This pulverized rock is carried out by the glacial meltwater and dumped into the bay. Since glacial flour is very fine, it doesn't sink very quickly. It is left suspended high in the water column. And as light hits the glacial flour and scatters, interesting colors can be found in the water. Water filled with glacial flour looks more milky, and with different lighting conditions can appear different colors from gray to green. Water near glaciers is sediment rich and a productive feeding ground for fish. But you don't tend to see humpback whales feeding in these sediment-laden waters. It's harder for them to filter out all the silt and flour produced by the glaciers while they are feeding. Glaciers change the landscape in many ways, from carving out valleys and fjords, to moving large boulders to places far from their origin, and even changing the color of the water they interact with.
Yan na yung College Fjord.
Glacier Bay is a delicate balance between water, ice, and rock. In glacial flour, we get to see these three things come together.
Ayan, tsaka dito, hindi na siya gaanong puti. Natitignan natin yung mga ice gawa ng marami nang natunaw. Hindi katulad nung pag may talaga nandito. Talagang makikita mo dyan purong puti. At ngayon makikita natin, ayan, medyo maitim-itim na siya gawa ng, siyempre andun na, paubos na yung mga nabibitak-bitak na yelo. Malapit na siyang maubos. Makikita natin dyan, ayan, yung mga natutunaw, ayan sa baba. May mga halo na siyang yelo na maitim. Yan, tulad noon. Yan, maitim. Tapos yun, maitim. Kasi humalo na yung lupa niya eh. Lapit tayo ng konti dito. So ayan, napapansin natin, ayan, kukunti na lang yung puti na kulay dito, tsaka yun, tsaka yung sa
We
bundok
have
sa taas.
arrived at the Johns Hopkins Glacier. The Johns Hopkins
Dito sa may
Glacier
bandang
is
kanan,
about
ayan,
1 mile
maitim na siya
wide,
dito.
or
Talagang lupa na
1.6
yung nakikita.
kilometers. It stretches 16 and a half miles, or 26 and a half kilometers, up into the mountains. And the terminus has a cliff height of 225 to 300 feet, or 70 to 90 meters. It's flowing forward anywhere from 5 to 12 feet a day, or 1 to 3.5 meters a day. As you observe the Johns Hopkins Glacier, look at the large chunks of ice around you. You may find some of those harbor seals that call this refuge home. We're going to spend about an hour in front of the glacier, and our ship will rotate before we leave so that everyone can get a clear view. I encourage all of you to be on deck and outside to look and listen for the rhythms of ice. Bring your cameras and binoculars. The Johns Hopkins Glacier could calve at any moment. Listen for sharp cracks as ice gives way and falls off the glacier, creating a wave in the water. You might just see an iceberg being born. You may also see some wildlife activity if a glacier calves. When ice falls off the glacier, it stirs up the water beneath it and stuns fish. Some birds, like the black-legged kittiwakes, the gulls flying around the glacier, take advantage of glacial calving to catch the discombobulated fish that are shocked by the calving. It won't just be us patiently waiting for the chance to see Johns Hopkins calve. I'll be off the microphone at this time to let the glacier speak for itself. Myself and our other rangers will be on deck to join you, and the information desk will be closed at this time until we leave the glacier here in about an hour. This is a beautiful weather day. You definitely need to get out and enjoy it.
boss, good morning. Ayan, makikita natin dito banda. Ayan yung itim na yan, lupa na yan eh. Yan na yung mga bato-bato. Pakanan na yung ikot ng barko.
ayun, kitang-kita natin siya ng buo. Ayan. Meron pa siyang party doon sa tuktok na yan. Puro yellow pa yung parang cone niya ng bundok sa taas. Tapos dito ayan, mapapansin din natin, makikita natin dyan yan. Yung puti, talagang yellow pa yan. Lamig. Ma'am, you want picture? Sorry, you want to? Yeah. But you know, month of May here is very beautiful. You can see all this place, all ice. Month of May. So this college bird is one this ice until here. But now you can see there is a black like stone. So yeah, May is good. So all this place, all ice. Yeah. Because now if you know.
But is it very cold?
Yeah, also very cold.
Okay.
Because that time is finish the winter, no? Winter season now is almost coming. Winter season, that's why. You didn't see this one like this black stone. You cannot see this one in the month of May. You can see all ice.
It's kind of sad to see it all melted then, isn't it?
Yeah, month of May, it's good here.
Okay. Do you live around here?
Sorry.
Do you live around here?
No,
Oh, you work here?
yeah, I'm a pro.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Awesome. So this is one of your downtime. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I came here before last to May 2022. That's why I know in May
Okay.
here is beautiful. You can see all ice. You can see all the mountain, all ice.
Yeah.
Month of May.
Where are you from originally?
Oh, Philippines.
That's a beautiful country from what I've heard.
Yeah. Also now is part of because Philippines there is three island like Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Mindanao also now is popular. Siargao Island is popular in Mindanao. There is a surfing capital.
It's got a lot of mountains there too, doesn't it? A lot of mountains in some areas. There's
Yeah,
like
there is also
active volcano over there?
Yeah, in the Luzon, in Batangas. We call it Taal volcano.
Okay.
It's a part of Luzon.
Okay.
And also the popular city there is Tagaytay, Manila.
Okay. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah. Right on the coast, by the beaches.
Yeah.
And I don't even like the beaches, but when I left, our temperatures were like 95, 97. Our heat indexes were as much as 140. So this feels really cold to me already. I can't imagine in May being cold. I'd have to find really warm clothes.
Yeah, also in Philippines, no, it's also the weather is hot. That's why. Also
Yeah, yeah.
Also, 2022, this is my first time here in Alaska. That's why I feel very cold
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah.
South Carolina is also part of the US, yeah?
Yes, yes. It's on the far east coast of the Atlantic Ocean, right above Florida. I can't imagine living here like the Eskimos do. The Eskimos just like, how do you, it's so barren.
Yes, and also very cold.
Right. You see this itself is a John Hopkins Glacier? Or is
Yeah,
this-
this one.
That's it.
This is the college board. Part with here. The missing part. Or
Whittier,
what over?
Anchorage.
Okay,
The Anchorage. I think they're calling it Anchorage Whittier slash. So, yeah, so 2 more days at sea and then I'll depart.
Tomorrow also sightseeing, scenic views.
Yeah. We're just gonna like stay stationary and turn all day.
Yeah.
We got time off during that to be able to see any of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. You guys work really long days. 14-hour days, right?
12 hours.
12 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Still a very long day.
Yeah, no, but it's okay. No hard working.
And they were saying that someone's going to sign 9-month contracts and you're on a ship.
For now, for the Filipino is only 8 months and 7 months, 7 to 8, 9 months. Only just a little bit.
Okay.
But 9 months, only 7 to 8 months. Because there is, there is too much Filipino jobs recently. That's why they make a short contract. Also, not only the Filipino, also the India, so part of Asia. So that's
And you have family back home?
yeah, I have.
Yeah.
but me, I'm single. I
Okay.
don't have house.
That makes it easier then to be, you're not trying to maintain a house or an apartment for
Yeah,
7 months
yeah.
while you're here. You're still making payments there. So. This is a hard lifestyle to be on a cruise ship. It really
Yeah.
is.
Too much work, but you can see the place everywhere. It's nice.
Yeah.
Work, it's okay, but this place you came here, so you need to spend how much money you go this place.
Yeah.
But you work in the cruise ship, it's nice.
So you get enough time off to do any of the excursions, or there's not enough time?
Yeah, there is also excursion for the crew.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Good.
also. But you need permission to the executive chef, because if you're going outside, you need 5 to 6 hours. You know, there's how far.
Right.
Because that's why you need more time.
Right. So you see the whales and the.
Yeah, I saw it the Skagway.
Oh, you
Living
did?
the Skagway, yeah,
Oh,
I
you
saw
got
the
to see
whale.
whales in Skagway?
Yeah. It's very big.
Yeah. I don't know your name, I'm sorry.
I'm Jim.
Jim?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Sherry. This is my friend Neha. He works on the ship. Said in May, this whole thing is completely ice. All the way up.
Yeah, it's me.
All ice.
Man-
So in August, can you come out here too?
When?
In August to the John Hopkins Glacier? No, not in August.
No, not almost. I think also coming back here, May also. Start of February. But part of August, like here, also you can see all this.
Imagine all of these. They would have been freezing cold. It's very warm here now compared to what it would be in May. So if we ever come back, we'll go in May. Right. I'll just have to ride right now. What's that?
Hi guys.
Pleasure
Nice to
to
meet
meet
you.
you.
Nice to meet you. Bye-bye. So, ayan. Nakakita na natin yung buong ano. Ayan. At hanggang dito na lang yung ating video mga guys, boss. At maraming salamat sa mga nanonood.